Hello students, welcome to political science class. In the last class we have started chapter 3, that is election and representation, under which we have discussed the election system in India, and we have covered one method of election, that is first past the post method, which is used in our country for election purpose and for electing the Lok Sabha members as well as legislative assembly members. But now we are going to discuss the second method of elections, that is proportional representation, which is also used in our country for the elections of president, vice president, Rajya Sabha MPs and Vidhan Parishad MLAs. Now what is proportional representation? In PR system, each party is allotted the share of seats in parliament in proportion to its share of votes. Means कि proportional representation system में elections के टाइम पे जितने भी एक पॉलिटिकल पार्टी को वोट सिक्योर हुए हैं उस proportion के accordingly all parties will fill the seats in the parliament, and each party fills its quota of seats by picking those many of its nominees from a preference list that has been declared before the elections. और पार्टी कैंडिडेट्स की सीट को फिल करने के लिए प्रेफरेंस लिस्ट प्रिपेयर करती है. नाउ पीआर सिस्टम इज फर्दर डिवाइडेड इनटू टू पार्ट्स. अंडर फर्स्ट सिस्टम entire nation is treated as one constituency, and this system is followed in the countries like Israel and Netherlands. But sometimes country is divided into several multi-member constituencies, and this system is followed in Argentina and Portugal. In India also, PR system for the elections of president, vice president, Rajya Sabha and Vidhan Parishad is used, where country is divided into several multi-member constituencies. Now PR system in Rajya Sabha elections. Proportional representation system can be understood with the help of example. So I have taken the example of Rajya Sabha elections. You know that in Rajya Sabha there are maximum 250 seats, under which 238 members are elected with the help of PR system of elections, and 12 members are elected by the President of India. Presently, there are elections for 245 seats in Rajya Sabha. Now, how these 245 seats are allocated in Rajya Sabha? So, seats are allocated to states according to the proportion of population. जिस तरह से लोकसभा इलेक्शंस के लिए सीट्स एलोकेट की जाती हैं अकॉर्डिंग टू द प्रोपोर्शन ऑफ पॉपुलेशन, बिल्कुल सेम उसी तरीके से राज्यसभा के लिए भी सीट्स एलोकेट की जाती हैं अकॉर्डिंग टू द प्रोपोर्शन ऑफ पॉपुलेशन. एंड पीआर सिस्टम ऑफ इलेक्शन इज एग्जीक्यूटेड थ्रू द सिंगल ट्रांसफरेबल वोट. दिस इज द थर्ड फीचर ऑफ पीआर सिस्टम. दिस कैन बी अंडरस्टूड विद द हेल्प ऑफ एग्जाम्पल. So in order to understand this method, I have taken the example of Haryana. You know that from Haryana there are 5 seats for Rajya Sabha elections, और उन 5 सीट्स को इलेक्ट करने के लिए हु आर दी वोटर्स? वोटर्स आर 90 MLAs ऑफ हरियाणा लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली. बिकॉज दिस इज़ द इनडायरेक्ट इलेक्शन सिस्टम. इनडायरेक्ट इलेक्शन सिस्टम में पब्लिक वोट नहीं करती राज्यसभा MPs के लिए. पब्लिक पहले MLAs को वोट करती है और MLAs फर्दर MP ऑफ राज्यसभा के लिए वोट करते हैं. सो टोटल वोटर्स आर 90 MLAs ऑफ हरियाणा लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली. सपोज इफ़ 2 वैकेंसीज आर देयर इन राज्यसभा. वैसे तो हरियाणा में से 5 सीटें हैं, लेकिन आपको पता है कि राज्यसभा जो है वो एक परमानेंट हाउस है. वो एक साथ सारा का सारा डिज़ोल्व नहीं होता. हर 2 साल के बाद 1/3 मेंबर्स जो हैं वो रिटायर होते हैं. तो अगर सपोज करो हरियाणा से 2 वैकेंसीज हैं, सो हाउ दीज 2 वैकेंसीज विल बी फिल्ड? सो फॉर दैट पर्पस, टू बी विनर, there is one formula. What is the formula? That total votes polled divided by total number of candidates to be elected plus 1, and then the whole bracket will again have plus 1. So you know that total votes polled are 90 MLAs, क्योंकि वोटर्स जो है वो हमारी कितने होंगे? 90. एंड टोटल नंबर ऑफ कैंडिडेट्स टू बी इलेक्टेड बिकॉज देर आर 2 वैकेंसीज. सो 2 + 1, तो 90 डिवाइडेड बाय 3 + 1, 90 डिवाइडेड बाय 3 30 + 1 31 सीट्स. तो उन 2 सीट्स को फिल करने के लिए जितने भी कैंडिडेट्स खड़े होंगे उनको राज्यसभा का मेंबर बनने के लिए 31 वोट्स जो है वो मिनिमम गेन करनी पड़ेंगी। नाउ फॉर वोटिंग, MLAs will do the voting on the ballot paper. Suppose for 2 vacancies there are 4 candidates, candidate A, B, C, D. Now all the MLAs will vote according to the preference, will give the rank to the candidates according to the preference. Suppose the first rank has been given to C candidate, second has been given to B candidate, third rank has been given to D, and fourth rank has been given to A. So this is the ranking done by one MLA, and all other 90 MLAs will also do the ranking according to this system. And after voting, summary of first rank or first preference will be prepared in the form of table. Like candidate A got 20 votes for the first rank, candidate B got 10 votes for the first rank, C got the 35 and D got the 20. In the formula it was clear that to be elected as the member of Rajya Sabha, the person must gain, the candidate must gain at least 31 votes. Now C has cleared the condition, so he is elected, and the person who got the least vote will be eliminated because there are only 2 vacancies, and the person who got the least preference as first preference will be eliminated. Then, as there is a single transferable vote system, now for the second vacancy to be filled, the second rank or second preference table will be prepared for the another 2 candidates. One is eliminated who got the least votes. Now for candidate A and D, second preference has been given by the 10 voters to A and 5 voters to D. So it is clear from this table that A got more votes as second preference than the D. So second candidate will be elected for the Rajya Sabha MP will be A. Now you have seen that this system is very complicated system and suitable for small countries, and in our country we are using this system for the elections of president, vice president, Rajya Sabha MPs and the Vidhan Parishad MPs. For big countries like India, first past the post system is good as it is simple also and offers choice not between parties but also for specific candidates. So, as you have seen in PR system, voters can choose only for party not for the candidate, but first past the post method offers the choice between parties also, choice between specific candidates also. So in first past the post system there are some disadvantages. What are these disadvantages? That this system results in a two party system. This means that there are two major competitors for power, and power is often shared by these two parties alternately. It is difficult for new parties or the third party to enter the competition and share the power. क्योंकि फर्स्ट पास द पोस्ट मेथड में द पार्टी हु सिक्योर्स द हाईएस्ट वोट गॉट द चांस टू मेक गवर्नमेंट, और नॉर्मली किसी भी कंट्री में एक या दो पार्टीज़ ही डोमिनेटिंग होती है, तो एक तरह से दो ही पार्टीज़ में मेजर कंपटीशन रह जाता है, न्यू पार्टीज़ को या थर्ड पार्टी को मौका ही नहीं मिलता. आफ्टर इंडिपेंडेंस इंडिया अडॉप्टेड फर्स्ट पास द पोस्ट सिस्टम एंड देयर एमर्ज्ड अ one party dominance. You know, after independence there was the domination of Congress party only, but after 1989 multi party coalition emerged, new and small parties to enter into electoral competition. 1989 के बाद सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने जब मेजॉरिटी रूल सिस्टम फॉर्म कर दिया, तो बड़ी पार्टीज़ ने भी स्मॉल और न्यू पार्टीज़ के साथ अलायंस करके अपनी गवर्नमेंट फॉर्म करने की कोशिश की, जिसकी वजह से न्यू और स्मॉल पार्टीज़ को भी इलेक्टोरल रेस में आने का मौका मिला. सो इन ऑर्डर टू हैव अ हेल्दी कॉम्पिटिशन देयर इज़ अ नीड टू चेंज द रूल्स ऑफ द सिस्टम. सो दिस सिस्टम वॉज वेरी गुड. नाउ our next topic is reservation of constituencies, which we will cover in the next video. Till then, stay home, study at home, and be safe. Thank you.